Hi everyone, it's Kelly. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. As you can tell from the title, I am doing a little bit of an update of the makeup that did not work for me one way or another, and I'll kind of go through the reasons why. And then also after that, we're gonna do a little bit more of a deconstructing what these palette looks like with my little handy dandy love depotting tool. So if you're interested, stick around. Let's just get started here. Let's start off with the products that is a fail or a miss or didn't really do anything for me or I didn't like it. So first up is this, what is this called? The Causemetics 6 Peptide Skin Booster. I've heard so many good things about this. You know, it has 6 ingredients that help with softness or soothing or reducing skin sensitivity and brightening and all those good stuff. This is, I believe, a Korean brand. It's made in Korea. And I got this for half off during the Ulta 21 days of beauty. $2. I think I only paid like $11 or something like that for this. So it's not that bad and not very expensive to try a skincare item. And this is all that I have used. So this bottle did not come fully filled, of course. So it came like this. Maybe I've used, I don't know, 15-20% of it. And I sort of gave up. To me, it didn't do anything for me. It has hyaluronic acid and amino acid. It's supposed to help even your skin tone, hydrate, firm, and improve skin texture and all of that. I mean, it sounds fantastic, but I didn't see any of those improvements. And after a while of using it consistently, day and night, twice a day, I feel like my skin was getting clogged. And this was the only new skincare item that I had introduced and was using for, I don't know, a week or two. So I stopped using it, and I can tell that my skin, especially the pores on my nose, is no longer clogged. So I've stopped using this, and I'm going to declutter this because it didn't work for me. But I've heard many good things about from other people, so it's great for people who worked out for them, but for me, it didn't work, even though it has all these amazing ingredients. The next item that is a fail is this iredale. What is this? Oh, it's the Skin Pure Press Foundation with SPF. This is a powder foundation. It is a matte foundation at that. I like using this to set my tinted sunscreen, and then also helps with protecting my skin from the sun with its SPF properties. So I've been using this. As you can tell, you can no longer see the Jane name on it. I use it every single day. I do like how it goes onto your skin. It gives you this very smooth surface to it, but also at the same time, this color is natural, and I think it's a little bit too light for me. I think I have to go up another 1 or 2 shades, but this was the color that was recommended to me based on their skin color finder little program. So I got this, and it's too light for me. It's for someone with light skin, and for me with light to medium, it's a little bit light. Anyways, I do like the texture. It's very soft. It smooths out your pores. I really like it, but I just don't like the shade. So that is a fail for me. Another fail for me is this Glossier, what is this called? Ultra Lip. This is in the color Amber. It is a very nice sort of deep burgundy shade for the fall. But this is more of like a tinted balm, to be honest. I don't really wear this color, But I do find it's appropriate to wear during the fall, but I don't really like the formula. I don't find it that hydrating, and didn't last very long on my lips either. But again, looking at it right now, it is purely a very glossy tinted balm. So I did not enjoy this formula, although I kind of like the color for fall. So that is another fail for me. I actually have not even used it. The next one is this Ilia called Hold Me. And I just bought this because I had a credit from Ulta and they wouldn't let me exchange it for anything else other than like buying at the store, and I didn't have time to really look around the store, so I guess that's purely my fault. But this is like a nudie brown color. Again, this is also a lip balm. It is not as wet looking as the Glossier, as you can see here, where it gives you the color but not so much the gloss. The gloss is more of a natural gloss versus the Glossier where it's a lot shinier. Anyways, I once again find this was okay, like it's better than the Glossier one, but it, because it's also very emollient, I guess, it sort of bleeds outside of my lip line and I look like a mess or a kid that just finished eating ice cream or something. So I don't really enjoy this either. I think this is more of like a stay-at-home lip balm that I would use, but I wouldn't use it if I was outside on the go or something. Like if you are just applying this on your lips without a mirror, it would definitely get out of your outside of your lip line and make it a mess. So this is a messy but stay-at-home messy. This next one is a tool everybody loves, the Beauty Blender. I am a brush type of person. I try using this and I feel like it doesn't really give me the look and the texture that I like so much, even using from the same foundation or whatnot. It just does not do it for me. I did not like the way my skin looked. I do like this, however, use if you have cream product, like a cream blush or whatnot. It does make it diffuse and blends out better than a brush. But for foundation, very like a liquidy kind of formula, I don't like it. It doesn't really stays where I put it. But I know that everybody loves these Beauty Blender, and I got this. It is a color changing kind of sponge, and I thought it was fun. But this is a fail for me. It didn't do anything for me. It didn't give me the look that I wanted. So that is going to be I don't know, maybe I just keep it around just in case if I have cream products in the future to blend out. But for foundation or my tinted sunscreen kind of formula, I don't really like it. The next one, let's just see here. This is the Kulfi concealer in Ice Berry. I know I've talked a lot about this, and when I first started using it, I thought it gave a very moisturized, dewy kind of look. I find that it is drying. By the end of the day, I can see all the crease lines underneath my eyes. Even if I use a lot, even if I use a little, even if I blend it with a brush, if I blend it with my fingers, it just does nothing for me. I don't really like it. I think that I like the Dior, the new Dior concealer a lot better when I use that. My skin does not crease at all underneath my eyes. It says very hydrating, and then I go back the next day using this, and I look in the mirror, and there will be lines and wrinkles and crease under my eyes. So, and I think that this color is a tad light, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's just a tad light. I need something just a tad darker, but then going up to the next shade, it would be, hopefully the color is translating, but the lighting today is terrible. There's no sunlight apparently in the Sunshine State. Anyway, so this is a fail. I really want to declutter this. I like the new Dior one so much better. But yeah, I don't really know. I just kept it for this video, but after this video, it's probably going to be decluttered. This one is the Victoria Beckham Satin Kajal Eyeliner in the color black. I bought this purely because of the hype. Everybody was talking about Victoria Beckham eyeliner, how it's so fantastic. It stays put, it doesn't smudge, it doesn't smear, and none of those are true for me. I know that I have oily eyelids, and that could probably be the main reason why it didn't work for me versus somebody else, but I use the Chanel eyeliner and that has no problem staying put on me. So I thought I'd try this, another expensive brand, and turns out this does not work for me. It just seems like it's so emollient. As soon as I put it on my eyelid, it will transfer to the bottom immediately. Like literally just finished putting it on, not even hours or minutes. And I tried this in my waterline, the top and the bottom, and it does not last. So this is a fail. The next product, let's get over with this Laneige brand. This is the Laneige, what is this called? Watermelon Pop, the infamous lip sleeping mask. I went on the Laneige website, ordered these, and because of the hype, this, and I also got the mango lip balm as well, because these are two very famous products from their brand. The only thing that I think is good about this brand, unfortunately, is the scent. The scent may smell good, but the product does not do anything for me. I know everybody loves these products, it just does not work for me. I don't find myself happy or even joyful or excited looking towards using these products. I was just dragging my behind, just I have to use this up just because I spent a lot of money on them, regular price, and it does nothing. I don't find it moisturizing, I don't find it long lasting, I don't find anything. This, the watermelon flavor, although it smells like artificial, very sweet watermelon scented, I think that's the only thing. But I did empty it out yesterday. I just couldn't stand looking at it and just couldn't stand dragging myself to using it again. So I just empty the container so I can just reuse the container for travel. And it still smells like the watermelon scent in here, but I did not enjoy it. Flavor mango, it smells okay, it's not too strong though. It doesn't do anything either. I hate the way the lip balm dries out and wears over time. When it wears out, it leaves a little bit of this thick layer of sort of Vaseline, but a thicker version of Vaseline, and a very uncomfortable one, and it was just constantly sticking to each other. My lips were just sticking to each other. It was just a very uncomfortable. It's like when your lips are so dry that when you sort of close and open it, it makes that crunchy sound. So that's what the lip balm did for me. Every time it's worn out, it leaves this little bit of shiny gloss. Yes, I do admit that, but it makes me feel like my lips are so dry. I need to reapply, or I'm just going to be here with sticky lips. That's very annoying. And I had, again, did not look forward to using that either, so I literally just threw it out yesterday. Just threw it in the garbage. Just get it over with, because I was just dragging and dragging just to use these up that I don't enjoy. So declutter. All right, moving on. These are the Tower 28 multi-liner, so you can use it for your face, lips, eyes, whatever you want. And the lighter color is called Work of Art, and the darker color is called Draw Me. This Work of Art is literally my lips but better, so it's very comparable to the Makeup Forever Wherever Walnuts. And this is a darker version. I bought this and I thought that I can use this, you know, a bronzer and stuff like that, which I could, I do. I can use them as eyeliners, but they are just so, again, emollient that they do not stay put. They are soft for the application wise, and the color is nice, neutral, and you can use it for everything. That's fantastic. But it's for eyeliner, for an example, it does not stay put. It smudges. It's no different than the Victoria Beckham one for me. I put this on and it will smudge and it will fade over the day. It just does not last long for both, because they're both very the same formula, just different colors. So that's how they both work for eyeliners for me. For lips, I find that, you know, because of the trend of the overlining or darker lips on the outside and lighter lips on the inside, so that's why I bought the darker color to use for that. And this darker brown here basically is lip liner and an eyeshadow liner, an eyeliner. That's what I bought the darker color for. But again, eyeliner didn't work out. The lips, it bleeds outside of my lip line and it does not last. It doesn't stay put. So this was sort of a massive fail for me in every way, because I've used it on the face, the eyes, the lips, and nothing worked for me. So if it worked for somebody else, that's fantastic. But for me, oily lids does not work. I have oily lids, but I have a combo skin. I don't think that my lips are sweaty or anything, but it didn't last long at all. So this is a definitely a fail. The next one is this, what is this? Tartelette XL Tubing Mascara. As you know, I have oily lids and nothing works for my lashes. So ever since I discovered tubing mascara, I think last year, and of course I started with the Thrive Cosmetic Mascara. I liked the Thrive Cosmetics because it does give you the length. I really like that, but it didn't give me the volume. And I thought that this would be giving me the volume. However, this is the same thing, but I think this is even worse than the Thrive. I feel like this gives you a lot of separation, yes. Gives you a little bit of length, yes, but no volume either. And my lashes seems very thin with this mascara specifically. Sort of coats just the single lash separately, but then it combs it through, so it just looks like I have very sparse, thin lash. It gives me a little bit of length, but not too much. In comparison to the Thrive, I like the Thrive because it gives me a lot of length and a lot of good separation, but it didn't separate my lashes too much. I feel like this just separates my lash way too much. So this is a fail for me. But then the other one that I want to mention is the Hourglass Unlocked Mascara. That is also a tubing mascara, and that is on the higher end. This is exactly why, you know, sometimes it's because it's a cheaper price range does not mean it's going to work out the same way as a more expensive brand. To me, the Hourglass is expensive. I think it's $32 or something like that. It is the most expensive of all the tubing mascara, but I really like the Hourglass mascara, and I thought that I'd try this to see if it's a little bit of a cheaper version, you know, but it does not give me the same thing. The Hourglass, I like the separation that it gives me. I like the length. It gives me the same length as the Thrive. The Hourglass lengthens my lashes, separates them, but also gives volume. Like my lashes look fuller from lashes to lashes. There's no separation between the lashes like this one or the Thrive. So I believe I'm gonna go back to my Hourglass because I do miss the way my lashes look. We are almost done here, guys. So next up is this Hermes highlighter. This is the brass one. The highlighting color literally looked like this, and with a nice, beautiful logo on it. And it was very expensive, I believe. And I thought it was such a nice color. It actually looks like this. I've removed the tag here because I no longer have it. It was just too dark on me. I should have used, you can use this as an eyeshadow more than a highlighter for me. And also at the same time, I did not like the smell of that. So I did declutter it, and I just have some cream blushes in here. But I do not have that highlighter anymore. I guess it's sort of a waste that I just sort of threw it out, but I just couldn't stand the fragrance in it and the shade. I do have to say I do like the Hermes packaging because it already came with a magnetic sheet underneath there where I can just make this into a magnetic reusable palette versus the Chanel, which I will show you right now. So this is going to be my last fail before we get into some deconstructing of this palette. So let's start with this Chanel. What is this one? This is the True Contrast Intense. This is the Beige Eclatant, the Chanel Cream to Powder blush that recently came out, I think in September. And I chose the color beige because I wanted the bronzy makeup, no makeup kind of look. And I did like the color. What has always deterred me since the beginning was the fragrance. I thought it wasn't too heavily fragranced at the beginning for some reason. I don't know, because I didn't really smell it a lot. I didn't really open the compact to smell it. But I have been using it, and I just did not like the way it smells. It's just too strong for me. And even if I apply it on my cheeks, I can still smell it on my cheeks. It really followed me around. But it is Chanel's, famous scent in their makeup. But for me, I did not like it. Anyways, so yesterday, again, this is a product that I was sort of dragging myself using it because I just hated the smell. And I literally just bought it for $50-something. But yesterday I decided I am just going to scrape it out because I just did not stand it. I should have recorded it, but I didn't. I was just in this moment of hate, I guess, frustration, where I just scrape everything out. And I hated it. And so now I am going to reuse this as, perhaps you can put your earrings on here if you have, tiny little earrings, or your rings when you on the go, like when you travel or something, but in a chic, expensive compact, I guess. Or I guess if you want to turn your lipstick into a cream blush, you can put it in here and make it into a cream blush. I mean, you can do a lot of things with this compact, but those are the ideas that I was thinking about using it for. So that was a waste because I recently bought it and now I just changed my mind. Perhaps it's just I'm older now and I just can't stand smell, or it just gives me a headache. Which brings us to this, the Chanel Le Beige. What is this? The medium rose gold compact that just came out for the summer that everybody was talking about, and in an oversized form, which I loved. Oversized. When I travel, I prefer to bring an oversized compact because I just love the way the mirror, how big it is versus this mirror. This mirror is just so tiny. Anyways, this too has always been a problem since the beginning of time with its fragrance. I think that without the fragrance, I would have kept it, but it was very heavily fragranced, even more so than that one. and after a while I just could not stand this anymore. And if you've watched my previous shorts, you know that I dropped this and it was broken into pieces, many pieces, but I still kept it because I wanted to use it because it is $100 palette. And yesterday again I was on a rampage where I literally just open it, dip it over, and everything fell out. I literally did not have to even scoop it out or anything like that. So it just literally fell out all on its own. So it was already very broken out of the compact. So now I have this compact. Once again, I can use this as a, jewelry holder when I travel. And I definitely want to travel with this because of the size of the mirror. I love the size of the mirror. And it's something different, compact, than just the regular packaging. So that's what I intend on using this as well. And we will get into the declutter after I discuss about this very last compact, where I thought I loved using it every day, but then now I'm sort of just over it. I think it's just the coloring. Let's just show you. So this is La Beige Warm. And again, this is the same compact because it's the La Beige line. This is the one that I've been telling you how I use it every single day. As you can see the indentations here, I do use this, and this a lot. This sometime and this never. Now, as much as I love this because it is neutral, it is easy, it is, you slap it on and go. But what I've come to realize is I do not like coral on my cheeks or on my eyes. That is why I don't really use these, and every time I force myself to use them, I don't think I look very pretty in them. So now let's get into the decluttering portion. If you're interested in what these palette looks like behind the completed nice persona that Chanel has, I want to see what it looks like underneath. I want to see if I can just remove the whole thing and use it, or it is not usable of a packaging once you are done with it. And since I'm already done with it and there's no products in here, what's the harm? There's no harm. So let's see what it looks like. This is from Ricky Loves Ricky brand. And it comes in 3 different tips for you to declutter things or depot things, depot your makeup, which is very convenient. This is like the hole in the back where you can pop things. This is maybe best for eyeshadows, and then this is maybe best for packagings. So let's see what we paid for the expensive packaging and the name of Chanel. Okay, so there's a layer of it. So there you go. That is the components of the Chanel eyeshadow quad. And then this eyeshadow just comes out like that. So I can't even separate them to just using the select colors that I like only. Next up, this is the cream blush. So this is what it looks like. It's just a pan that is stuck underneath there. It does not come out. So it doesn't look really nice if I remove this. So I'm gonna have to put this back and just store things the way it is. So we are on the last palette to deconstruct to see what it looks like. This one looks exactly like this, just in a bigger form. That is the deconstruction part of this little fail video. That is it for this video, and until the next one, bye everyone.